Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. G'day. G'day. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, isn't it? It'll be a cheeky Wednesday. Feels like it's been forever, honestly. At least forever since we played Warframe. It's been a good week, I reckon. A good week since we played Warframe last. We've been pretty busy. We were locked in, guys. We were locked in on Marvel Rivals. We had to be. We had to be locked in. To get the big dosh. If we wanted to win the tournament for our team, which we came third. I don't know if any of you guys were there. I know a couple of you guys were, but yeah, we came third in the big old tournament. Things we love to see. Welcome in, everyone, by the way. Hope you're all well. Oh, Aussie Yoshi. Grew up in the 16 months. Let me get myself up on here. Hello, my friend. 16 months is huge. Year and a half. Yeah, year and 4 months. Year and 4 months. Huge stuff. You loved it. Thank you very much, my friend. Welcome in. Hope you're well. Who else is here as well? Who else have we got? Syndication came in first. So let me give us a point to. 1 sec. It's been a while since you've been first, Syndication. 1,000 for you. And a cheeky 500 for everyone else. Yeah, I saw USA lost 3-0 in the finals as well. They, I mean, look, I think Latin America, I think the Americas team had like 3 above all else. But one above all players on it. So they had a lot of good players. And they're like, their teamwork, their comms, they were on point. They were like commanding presence. Yeah, they were a great team. We would have been screwed if we played either of them. We were screwed when we played US, of course, aren't we? So, yeah, we would have been absolutely done for. Yes, welcome in, everyone. Hello to you, Quicks, as well. See you there. G'day, g'day. Happy Wednesday to you. Kanky D, g'day is to you as well. Ghost Reapers in early. And, of course, City, welcome. Yes, we're back. We had a few days off, obviously, to ourselves and, well, to make sure, you know, Akari is doing okay, because she's been struggling a little bit, unfortunately. So we're just taking a few days off to, I guess, grieve a little bit. The passing of that fish, unfortunately. It was very, very upsetting for the two of us. But yeah, we're back in now. Going to be getting back into the swing of things with Warframe. And, yeah, hopefully catch up on stuff that we didn't do earlier in the week, basically. And last week, we didn't do fucking anything last week. We didn't get to do Archimedes last week. We missed out so much stuff. So it's good to be back. But do not get me wrong. I will definitely be playing Marvel Rivals again soon, because I really, really enjoyed it. Like, as much as I've never played the game before, it was honestly a really, really good vibe, and it was a really good time. Still kind of good at the Rival stream. Was crazy. It was actually insane, wasn't it? I was taken aback. I was taken away, but just by the sheer amount of support that there was from everyone. Like, not even just like, you know, people, the Team Australia, like all the other teams as well. They were coming in, all like everyone in general. It was crazy. So yeah, we'll definitely be back in Marvel Rivals for sure. I'm probably gonna play either. I'm thinking next week maybe. I know Akari's going away from Monday until like the weekend, right? So she'll be away like all the week. And I don't really like playing Warframe without her, so I kind of feel like we'll have a few Marvel Rivals, and I'm really, really excited actually to try and just go along and see how well we do in competitive. Because obviously I have never played a competitive in it, right? I've never unlocked competitive. I'm ranked 10. I think you need to rank 15. So I never really had anything to gauge myself against. Obviously we were playing against, like, you know, Diamonds, Celestials, like Grandmasters and stuff like that. Really, really good players. And obviously, yeah, one above alls. But it would be good to actually gauge my own performances rather than my team's performances. Because obviously our team's performances were great. We came like third. It was really, really like successful. And honestly, I didn't expect to even come third. I thought we were going to be like, okay, look, I was happy if we made it through to the top 8. I would have been stoked to make it through the top 8. And we did, and I was super happy about that. Heck, even if we lost all our games, I would have just been happy to be there. But they played to win, and we played fucking great. We beat Germany, we beat Japan, we beat Korea, we beat the APAC United team, and we almost beat the USA, which is an absolutely phenomenal effort by all of our team. Especially, I will say, like, hats off to Potato. He just fragged out entirely. So many frags on that. You know, our backline was solid. Our heals were on point. You know, Ace played great on the tank, the same tank as well. So yeah, it was good. It was a good time. It looks like the penny is hoping for was on the spawn doors. They did have a penny. I think one of the games had a penny, and that kind of shut it down a bit. But yeah, look, I really kind of want to learn a bit more about the game and maybe play some more damage roles, a Vanguard. Instead of Vanguard, maybe play some more damage or maybe even Strategist. We'll see how we go. But today, it is Warframe Day. We have a lot of stuff ahead of us. We got, of course, like everything is a brand new week. So which means, and you guys know what a brand new week means if you've been here. We always start off with a prediction, which is what are we going to get from the Sortie? It's a double prediction day as well. So we have obviously a Sortie as well as Archon Hunt predictions coming in. If you want to jump into that, then there is a bet thing prediction up right now. 15 minutes. Place your bets. And what are we going to get from Blessings as well? We've got a Resource Drop and we've got an Affinity. So one of those two. We don't need. Maybe Credit. Sure, why not? We don't need damage or anything today. Credit will be fine. That'll give us some more dosh to play around with. Happy days. We'd love to see that. But yeah, no, Rivals is really fun. I'm honestly, I'm so heartwarmed by the whole entire Rivals community, like just coming together and showing their support. And honestly, like, it's just phenomenal. It was just incredible. Yeah, and I think we really need to give back to the Rivals communities, or not. Obviously, like, I'm not just going to play it just to give back. I mean, like, I fucking love the game. It was really, really fun. It took me by surprise because I never actually had played it before. I've seen it before, but I've never actually played it. So we'll definitely be testing ourselves and see how far we can go, basically. But yeah, at the moment it is Warframe Day. It is almost 10:00 as well, so we've got like a week and a half till 10:00. I'm pretty sure it's coming up pretty soon. I know that we have drops on as well, so there's a few glyphs you can get just by watching the stream today. So there's I think 1, 2, and 3 hour glyphs, and they're pretty cool as well. If I can show you, I've already got mine. I was watching some Warframe earlier in the day. But these are 3 games. I'm actually really good. Like Absolute Cinema. What can I say? Absolute Cinema. Lotus Change of Plans. That is like the delete this gun sort of thing. I really fuck with that. And then a chassis glyph, which is clearly meant to be a Harrow chassis blueprint sort of thing. So those are the 3 glyphs you can get today by watching us. Yeah, these are really, really good. I really like all of them. And the next week as well, actually, is pretty good too. So yeah. Get some glyphs, guys. Go watch some 3 hours of Warframe and enjoy your glyph drops because that'd be good for you. Yeah, fucking Harrow chassis is incredible. I mean, it could be any chassis, but you know it's a Harrow chassis. You just know. I think my favorite of these 3 is actually Delete This. I fuck with that a lot. This is funny. But yeah, so we're getting there. Yeah, 3 hours. I don't know if we'll be live for 3 hours tonight. We'll definitely be live for around 2-ish or so, but you know, if we're not waiting to 3 hours, we'll see how we go. It is a weekday, so we don't want to have too much of a late stream. But, yeah. So, yeah. Plan is Sortie, Archon Hunt, maybe Relic Crack or anything. I mean, basically, we're going to do early weekly. So, we're like, yeah, Sortie, Archon Hunt. I don't think we'll be doing any Archimedes today. We'll do them on the weekend like we usually do. Yeah, a bit of Relic Crack maybe. Barrows, Tenoko, and Royle comes in like a week or so. So we need to get a few relics to crack and get some ducats there. Would be nice to do. And then, yeah, really just kind of play with the vibes. We haven't done any of the Railjack stuff. Really need to do a bunch of the new Sirius and Orion Railjack stuff. We've got to catch up. I don't know when we're going to do that. I know Akari's not a huge fan. Plus, she's already got Sirius and Orion, so she's probably like, not really too fussed about getting them done. She had someone gift them to her. And yeah, obviously all the what is it? The Incarnons. The Incarnons were last week, so we actually ended up and bought all of them because I don't really done circuit that much. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not going to probably farm the Incarnons as hard as others might do. So that's when I bought all the Incarnons that I don't have yet. So that's that basically. And so we're caught up. How you doing, Kale? Welcome in. We're doing better, thank you. Thank you very much. Hope you're good as well, by the way. It's good to see you back here. Balling Khan, I'm pretty good. Which one, sorry? We got the, all of it. It's like the Streza, the, Ballistic. Yeah, Ballistica, that's one, yeah, Ballistic. I've got two Ballisticas. One for the Raptor and one for the, the Prime one, yeah. So we've got 2 of them. And then the other 3 as well. We've got the Vectis, Spy. In fact, should we take one of them now? Let me change my frame up quickly. We could drop a Vectis and Garden. Yeah, I thought you meant, when you said Bull, I thought you meant Wrecking Ball from like Overwatch. What was that? You're doing pretty good, just getting ready to get your pet city for the week? Hope you have a good week with doing that. Very nice, very nice. Is that something that you do as like a frequent job or something, I'm guessing? Alright, let's turn this down a bit. We don't need the music. The cum gun, Jesus Christ. We do have all the incarnates obviously activated. Sweet, but Vectis is the one I'm keen for the most because I really like the Vectis in general. It's a really fun gun. It's a really powerful gun when you build it right.
Nobody knows you're here.
Look, I got a good graphics card, alright? I'm pretty sure we'll be fine for that early crashing. If you're on a PS4, it might be not as good. You know, or a Switch, God forbid. You might be crashing your system with that. I think we'll be fine.
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands.
Shoot that out. And hack this. Ah, fair enough. Well, please do take care of your back, of course. Bad backs suck, man. My, I'd like to say mother-in-law, not officially married to her yet, but yeah, she's had some really bad back issues this week as well, and it has not been pretty. Yeah, she's been struggling, so yeah, I feel for you, man. Take care of your back. You've only got one of them, and it's really hard to repair it back as well. I was actually going to buy a new chair for end of financial year stuff. Probably should have, because like this chair is not good for my back at all. It's terrible. I really should have, but I'll wait till there's a really good sale on or something. Yeah, take care of your back, because you only get one of them. They're not easily repaired.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Okay, so Vectis and Carnom, very quick and easy to charge. Clearly, you go for a headshot anyway with the Vectis, so it looks like there's a pretty decent weapon to charge. I haven't really checked out any of the upgrades from it yet, so we'll have to look at that shortly. Take a guess what material you need to make your Stug Incarnon. Rubido. Nah, surely you got enough of that. I don't even know what it is to make the... Oh no, Paphos Glands, right? Paphos Glands, surely. I think you meant the actual Stug itself. The Incarnon, yeah, Paphos, probably. Or Tasoma Extract. Is it Tasoma? It could definitely be Tasoma as well. So which one's this one? Don't forget to get your bets in, by the way. 40 bets are up. You got like 7 or so minutes. Mobile defense. Let's go back to... Let's go Wisp. Actually, no. Oh, we can't take Sonax. No, we can't. Unfortunately. Tasoma. It is always Tasoma, isn't it? Always bloody Tasoma. Pain in the arse to farm. Oh, every time. Every bloody time. Is that for Tasoma or Paphos Glands? That's why I bought them all. I was like, look, it's 500 a plat. Whoa, what happened there? I just like teleported. It's like 500 a plat, but I was like, yeah. Honestly, I'm fine with that. We had like back-to-back, what was it called? Thingies.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
So I was happy with that. You can still get some Tasoma from Hateclaw. You can still like go in the underground cave and bit, but yeah, it's not. It's annoying to get, isn't it?
I need access to a terminal. Find one and patch me in. Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend.
Oh, let's try this gun out.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
I don't know if I prefer the Incarnate mode or not, because like it doesn't do as much damage, right? It leaves a blob which you have to shoot. So on bosses it might be a better, but like on regular enemies you can still just headshot them. I don't know how I feel about this. I've got to play around it. Maybe I have to make a build for it, test it a bit more. But like, yeah, that would usually kill in one shot, and that did not kill in one shot. Maybe it's just a build I have. Who knows? That gun looks arse. It's the actual gun itself is really good. It's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite sniper in the game.
Continue to defend.
But I don't know about the Incarnate mode yet. I'm not sold on it personally. Usually I'm hitting like 15 million shots, so we'll see how it is. Like, without the Incarnate activated? And yeah, shot. Yeah, 1.4 mil. It's a bit better, right? Hey there, Maria. Welcome in. G'day, g'day. Oh, just for a change it up, to be honest. I quite like it personally, Cliftus. And it's really, really good for bossing. If you're doing things like islands, which you wouldn't know about because you haven't got that far in the game, it's really, really good. It's like one of the best weapons to use for it. So. It just depends on the circumstances, to be honest. When you have a lot of enemies, it's not the best, of course. But in single shot, it's hard to beat, honestly. Yeah, no, that's alright. Glad to hear things are going good for you.
Here is a terminal.
I'm pretty good as well, thank you. We just played in our Marvel Rivals tournament last weekend, so we're just coming back to Overwatch. No, sorry, Overwatch. Back to Warframe after like a whole week off, basically. Feels good, man. Feels pretty good. Glad to hear you're going well. Yeah, Vectis is a great Eidolon gun. So is Rubico. I think I do prefer the Rubico for Eidolons just because you get a few more bullets, but with the Incarnate, that might change. That genuinely might mean Vectis might be the meta again.
You're making waves, dreamers.
But, like I say, we just got it. We just got the upgrade for it, so we're testing it out. I haven't done a build for it or anything.
Continue to defend.
Good man. Instead of the Lanka, I think it's not bad at all. I genuinely haven't actually done Eidolons in so long. It's been a very long time. 60% reload speed, that's pretty good. Even just on its own, that's really good. Like, if you have the gun but not even activate the Incarnate, just use it as a regular sniper, those upgrades are quite nice. I guess this turns it into a bit more of an AoE gun. Like, you do more AoE damage. So if you're playing like a Blast, maybe, or something along those lines, you might get better results with the Vectis Incarnate. But without Inky's Incarnate mode. Yeah. I have to play around a bit and try it out. Try a few builds, see what other people have played with as well. That'd be good to do. It actually depends, because later stages, in fact, Cliftus, the melees are actually drop off a lot. Secondaries, in fact, are very, very strong. When I first started, I wrote secondaries off so much. But like, they're actually, sometimes they're one of the strongest weapons. And a lot of it is primary. So yeah, in early game, absolutely, melee is incredibly strong early game. But as you go further along, it actually kind of evens out along. In fact, I think the primaries do take over. So. Yeah, you'd be surprised at how, like, if I showed you this, right? I'll show you the secondaries. Let me get my Incarnate mode activated here. If I get a good amount of enemies to mow down. That's like a couple million damage spraying. Which is more than I was getting with the sniper. So it just depends on, you know, like how far into the game, what sort of mods you put on there. Like I said, I wrote secondaries off. I thought they were crap, but honestly, you can get a lot of damage from just like your regular secondaries. Also, just like extra effects. Like there are some secondaries which are really good for freezing enemies. There are some secondaries which are really good for keeping enemies in place or grouping them up, which helps you get more kills with your other weapons or abilities. And then there are even some frames which also benefit more with your secondary weapons as well. So yeah, it just depends what you build it for, really.
The odds were against us, Tenno.
Like, once you unlock Incarnons, which is about 75% of the way through of the game, I would say, you get access to them. You can just pump out so much damage. Yes, they almost died. What happened? What, like the heat? I know it was really hot over in Europe. They had massive heat wave at the moment, right? Super hot.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Like, Germany were in like 40-degree heat when we played against them the other day. It was nuts. Yeah, France, Germany, I think a bit of Spain as well. Austria was pretty hot too. Austria was quite hot. I watched in the Formula 1, which is in Austria, and yeah, they were just like melting. Literally, cars are catching fire. Alright, last one. Assassination. Jackal Fossa. We'll take him again. We'll take the Vectors again. Ooh, I'm actually missing mods. Oh, this isn't even fully modded. Let's put another former in. I actually don't know what the best way to mod Vectis is. Maybe I haven't got a chamber build.
6-7.
Oh god. We actually have a lot more emote slots now, by the way, so thanks to the amazing amount of subs that were gifted over the weekend by the Marvel Rivals community. We have like 12 more, I want to say 12 more emote slots so we can upload emotes to. So yeah, we could, if you want, we could upload the 6-7 emote if you want. Very rare for the UK or France to be hotter than here. It's very rare for them to be hotter than here. Even in like their summer and our winter, it's very rare for it to be like, you know, on average hotter. We get pretty cold in there. It's like 12 degrees today. For the past week it's been about 12 to 14 degrees. Usually in the winter for us it's like maybe 16s, I want to say, average. So, and that's kind of like, you know, your regular spring, sometimes even summer day in the UK, depending. Yeah, J3 dropped like 100 subs, which is nuts. I was so taken aback by that. Legit, everyone just dropped so many. Yeah, I was very, very heartwarmed. Yeah, I went and watched back the VOD as well, his VOD. And you know what was really nice as well? I think like this is gonna go very what's the word for it? I'm trying to think of the word for it. Like, people obviously aren't going to talk about this. Like, what happened in the tournament, everyone's going to talk about the drama. The drama is going to overshadow literally everything that happened in the tournament. Even, like, the winning team is going to be overshadowed by the drama that happened, right? So it's going to be very, like, underrepresented. I think that's not really the word for it, but, like, J3 went into everyone's team afterwards as well. Like, he went into the Americas team after they lost to them. He went into the Australia's team chat after they beat us. I'm sure he went into probably the Japanese team chat as well. And he like congratulated everyone like individually and like, you know, said well done and stuff. But I don't think any other people did that. So yeah, that's like, no one's going to report on that. No one's going to talk about that on Twitter or anything. But yeah, that sort of thing really goes appreciated. And yeah, no one's gonna talk about it because most people are just going to talk about the drama basically. So when he popped in and said, you know, thank you for the games, everyone, to our chat. I did the same thing actually. I went to the Japanese channel. I didn't obviously like go. We didn't play against them, but I went in there before their games, and I think what did I say? I said, "Go ohio" for this morning, and then I was like, "Oh, gambatte," wishing them a good luck basically, and they were like really, really, you know, appreciative of it. But yeah, those sort of things aren't really going to be like reported on. No one's going to be talking about, you know, J3 coming in and dropping 100 gift subs in our channal. And sending all his viewers over there, and likewise every other Rivals creator that, you know, came in and sent viewers over here as well and said, you know, go and give Sham some love. Yeah, no one's really talking about that. So yeah, it's while obviously the drama's going to obviously take the news headlines, there's a lot of love in the Rivals scene, and I really appreciate all the love that we experience as well. Yeah, it does get more views, unfortunately. It is what it is. Hey, that's not bad, Noxie. That's pretty good, hey. You take that. That's a big dub. We don't really get things like that here. Free spins and whatnot. We have lots of regulations for like online casinos here. Not that I did it or do it anyway, but there's a lot of regulations around online casinos in Australia. So like Stake, for example. Stake is an Australian company, right? Stake is the one that does like kick and whatnot. Like, they're banned in Australia. You literally can't even bet on Stake in Australia if you wanted to. I don't, but you can't. Like, I can't even make an account there. It's literally like US only. America's only. So yeah, it's kind of weird that an Australian company is banned in Australia. And even in the state that I live in as well, like, I can't bet on esports games. I used to do esports betting because I used to, you know, like, I used to know my esports, I used to study it, I used to make a bit of penny from it. But yeah, they, where I live, they put a stop to it, so we cannot bet on esports anymore, as well as niche sports, basically. What do we get from the sortie, by the way? We've got a river mod, so that's a common. But common, congratulations. And we'll do another prediction as well. What are we going to get from the Archon Hunt? Are we going to get Tower Forge, yes or no? And we have a 60% chance today. You got 15 minutes to get your submissions in. Good luck, everybody. There goes your 10. Shame, City. Shame. Might go to Scotland in November. What are you going there for? I always want to go to Scotland, actually. It'd be cold, but, like, it's a beautiful place. Like, the Scottish Highlands and stuff. I've got friends that got married in the Scottish Highlands. And yeah, their wedding photos are really, really nice. Oh, a concert? Yeah. What concert? You do like your concerts, don't you?
Just as it consumes me.
Oops.
Kill your pride and follow me.
Never heard of the first one. I know you've spoken about the second one, though. So you've been to the second one, haven't you, before? Haven't you? You turn 26 in November. Happy birthday in like 4 months' time? 4 months? My birthday is also in November. Oh, you got a vinyls. I know you go to so many like concerts and stuff. I can't keep track of it. It's hard to remember which ones you go to, mate. You went to the Expedition 33 one, though. I know that. That was really cool. Oops, I am stuck. But yep, get your predictions in, guys. We have another bet up. What are we going to get from the Archon Hunt? We're going to get Tower Forge, yes or no. 60% chance. Place your bets. You got like 10 minutes. And most of you so far are going yes. I like your faith in me. I would also like a Tower Forge. Admittedly, it is a blue. Like, I don't really care too much about the blue shards. I've got plenty of them. Like over 100, so maybe not. They're like 50. They were nerfed for our Jack Celeste. I didn't even know they had it buffed or anything. I didn't even know it was like how much you got from it in the first place. I haven't touched WARFRAME. Been busy.
4x30.
I know they nerfed it. I did see. I think Pupska put a announcement out. Like a tweet or something like that.
The Golden Makers leave the system to waste. Hang your heads in shame, children of abomination, filth-born chattels.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that's kind of nuts, actually. Dropped on all Xmas is nuts, actually. Let's try this again. Yeah, like, there's like 2 instances of damages. Don't know if I like it. At least not with this build anyway.
Well done.
Objective achieved. Well done.
We'll try the Blitzker as well, I think. Yeah, you just have like an Xmas killer thing and you get so much to essence. That seems fair to nerf, honestly. Like, let's say you do a survival mission and you get Steel Puff, survival, you just kill Xmas over and over. That's kind of nuts. You get like hundreds of Steel Essence in an hour. Just by what? Like sitting there. So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. 6,000 points on yes, 0 on no. Nobody's got no. Nobody's predicted no yet. Come on, guys. There's a payday up for grabs here. There's a payday up for grabs. There's 10 minutes in to go. Sawyer's put 6, 7 fucking channel points. Naturally, of course he has.
Lymphhouse sounds 4x3020x.
4x? 4x gold? Who are we waiting on? Me? Oops. My bad. Yeah, I feel like doing like a steel buffer railjack would have been really good for getting just so much stuff. But yeah, I still got to try it. I still haven't done steel buffer railjack. I know you can combine Mark III components to get a Mark IV, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that somewhere, but yeah, I need to obviously look into that myself too. Alright, let's try the Ballistica. Hey, Ballistica's a secondary. We don't even have any potato in this thing. Yeah, I don't have a Ballistica build, so if anyone has one, feel free to link to me. It needs to be an unformed one. In fact, let's put a former in. Let's put a dash here. Or a V. Yeah, V. Look at it. Play with that a little bit. Also, on the topic of former, let's make sure we are building a former. Yeah, we got 1 to claim, 10 blueprints remaining. We've actually got like a decent bank of blueprints now. Haven't had them for a long time. No, please don't do the text-to-speech emojis. There is, don't even get syndication started. Because syndication likes to do some text-to-speech emojis as well, and just don't. Just don't. Please don't. You start doing that, I'm going to start charging you for text-to-speech. Alright, interception time. Let's go. What's going on, Lucian? Enjoy your lurk, mate. Hope you're well. I think you can. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't looked into it, honestly, but I heard you can, like, combine Mark IIIs to get a Mark IV, but like, I could be completely wrong there. I didn't even know Mark IV was in the game. I just, like, saw someone tweet about it. It might have been like, you should be able to do this, but no, I could be wrong there. Could be wrong. You gotta find them and still... Okay. Fair enough. Well, we gotta do some steel buffer railjack sometime.
Is a communications crossroad for Narmer.
I know there's a guy that came in
I want to know what
to our chat about a week ago. He joined our Discord and he's like, yeah, I'd love to run some steel buffer railjack with you, so we'll try and get some runs going eventually.
That first day, our father
Don't know if Vicario will be too keen on it, but
from the manifold.
alright.
Oh, we sang.
I have no idea how to use a Ballistica, but like I said, it's good, so let's try it out. Okay, so that's what that does there. That turns into a ghost, right? And they fight for you, is that right? And then this, Incarnate mode. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh yeah, she would not be able to glance out the window. She would have to like stare at a wall. I mean, she does that with everyone.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
And you just kind of like... Oh my god, okay. And then they will fight for you, is that right? Not gonna lie, that's kind of not bad, hey? For a mission like this as well, like an interception mission like this, that's kind of fucking good. It's like having Necros Souls of the Dead, right? But instead they, yeah. I'm guessing you have an unlimited number? Maybe? There's got to be a really good build for this somewhere. There's someone's like just AoE damage all around. Honestly, for a secondary, that kind of slaps.
Tower lost.
Is there a limit to how many you can have? Hey there, Rogue, welcome in. G'day, g'day. Hope you're well. Happy Canada Day. Is it Canada Day? Happy Canada Day. Yeah, I don't know how long they last, but that's pretty good. You compare it with Zoro's, but yeah, right. Yeah, cool. Okay, that's cool. This actually might be a secondary that replaces my Jewel Dogs. But like a utility secondary as well. Because, you know, I use the, like Nucor a lot. I use the Tox when I don't have any damage on my primary weapon. And what's the other one? Epitaph. I use Epitaph too, and Grimoire. But this actually really goes hard. There's got to be a really good build for that somewhere.
The enemy have captured a tower.
Doesn't Nucor link to other targets? I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure Nucor just goes and melts like from target to target. Yeah, links. Like you shoot a target and then it like goes to another target.
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it.
No. It is pretty good. Out of all the like coup weapons, it's probably one of the best secondary weapons, if not the best secondary coup weapon. You should try it out. You should do one. That's the first coup weapon I actually got.
Switch decoded. Leave none alive. Clear out the remaining enemy forces.
I don't know how long the ghost lasts. I'll have to look at this weapon. It's very out of all the new ones, it does seem the most interesting kind. Like the Stug is like what? It's like bigger bubbles. The Vectis is also bubbles. Like, I'm kind of disappointed by the Vectis, but like yeah, the Ballistica, it feels nice. It's kind of like a Cyclone. Like it's a beam weapon like the Cyclone. But I think Nucor is better for status, and like you can actually get some pretty good crits on it, even though it has really low crit chance. You can have like really good crits. I don't know about the Cyclone. Yeah, you just have like a fuck ton of puncher and just goes. I've never tried the Atomos actually. I don't own an Atomos.
Try and capture another signal. Be careful though. The enemy
Okicore has a
surely rallied
Tendrils,
stronger
but I
reinforcements.
feel like the Okicore is not very good on Steel Path. Regular Path is pretty good. Steel Path, Okicore? Nah, I don't like it personally. I think it suffers a lot. It like drops off a lot of damage. At least my build does. Maybe if you have a what's called a ribbon for it, it might be a bit better. But I mean, I've pretty much maxed out my Okicores as much as I can. I couldn't get any more than I've already got really like to work with. Yeah, I'm gonna look at some builds for this. This is a nice weapon. Like I don't have an arcane on this or anything, or like a proper build, and it's still like doing pretty decent damage to like steel buff enemies. So I'm quite happy with it. And also those ghost things. I don't know how long they last, but like they're just handy. Hold like a sightline down for like an mission like this, for example, where you have to hold areas. Like they're pretty damn good.
We are in total control. Keep fighting. We have lost control of a tower.
SNO, Sirius and Orion. I don't even have them unlocked yet. Hey, I want to give them a shot though. I might just buy one. I don't know how hard they are to farm, that's the thing. Like, we did, what, 4 or 5 runs, maybe 6 runs. We didn't get a single piece. We did 6 runs and not a single piece, isn't that right? So, I don't know how hard they are to farm, but... They weren't too... Okay, well, I feel maybe buying one's kind of a bit moot then, hey? Maybe we just have to farm it. Yeah, because that gets you the materials, right? And the more materials you get, like, the more you can build it. How much did it buy? Is it like 300 plat? I'd spend like 500 on all the incommons, so 300 is not heaps. But I don't want to spend any more than I have to. How you doing, Sab? Welcome in. Hey, no worries, mate. You take care. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you're being well, my friend. And I hope you continue to be well. All the best to you, much love. Well, we're max rank on both of them weapons now. That's good. Maybe I'll do another form in the Ballistica. Do you have a build for it, City, that I could maybe have a look at? Does anyone have a Ballistica build? You're right, just play bloody EP? Feels, mate, feels. I've been so, like, emotionally and physically drained over the past 48 hours, literally. Like, even today, I was so sleepy. I was like, do I want to stream? Like, I do want to stream, but can I stream?
Clear the area.
And the car and I were laying in bed, but like, how are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? We did eventually, of course. Hence why we're here today. But we were very much, like, so close to being like, look, do we just, like, rest again? Because, we, like I say, like, with what happened earlier on Monday, it's been very... particularly for her in particular, she's been very beside herself. So a lot of like my time has been obviously consoling her, but also making sure that I'm okay as well. So yeah, but then she's like, I'm going away next week, so I probably won't be able to do much stream during the week. So we're doing it tonight, and then we'll do some more Rivals, of course, next week, which I'm keen for. Thanks for sending that through, Aussie. I'll look at that build and apply it to our own Ballistica. 5 format, I could definitely like use the or like build it and just mod it differently. Thank you for that. Let's have a look. Yeah, Tanacon is soon as well. We got our relay ticket. You got Innovate. Oh yeah, you got a fair few. Let's see how much we can compare. Innovate. Put that on. I don't know what the other ones were, but we'll look at it again in a sec. Yeah, we got our relay ticket, so that'll be happening. And for those of you who missed it as well, big news. We have locked in a front page time slot on Twitch for TennoCon Sunday. Huge news. And like, that's a very competitive time slot considering like literally every other Warframe streamer will be streaming TennoCon. So yeah, for us to have that time slot is kind of nice. Bottom right was Prime Target Cracker, thank you. I'll add that one in a sec. Yeah, yeah, got enough tool. I mean, We should have chucked a former in for this round, honestly. That's okay. I'll former it again. Second former. Prime Target Cracker. You're out. Take care, Sav. Everyone say goodnight to Sav. See you around, my friend.
L'Oreal is here. Strike fast. Use cover. And do not.
Alright, predictions are locked in as well. Let's see what we get from this Tower Forge or not. Hopefully it's 60%. You think we would. Plus Toxic, plus Damage, plus Cold, and Neg Puncher. I don't know if I have a ribbon for this, actually. I'll have to have a ribbon. Yeah, standard ribbon though. The viral. Is negative puncture going to affect the Ballistica or not? I wonder. I feel like punch through might be. Oh no, it's puncher. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, okay. I was thinking punch through. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So negative punch is good. No, I was thinking punch through. See, that's how long I've been away from Warframe for. You take a 1 week break and you forget how to even play the game. Did my teammate grab that as I do? Huh. I think my teammate also got it. Yeah, I realized that as soon as I said it. Thank you, teammates. Yeah, I'll have to see if I do have a ribbon for it. Because if I do, I might roll one. Because honestly, I'm very impressed by the weapon. And the Incarnate just feels like the Mitre or something, for example. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm genuinely really quite happy with it. It's like an accuracy kind of weapon, like a high damage, like one-shot weapon sort of thing it feels like. The regular base of it anyway, so. I think the glyphs are in order. I think the Shattered glyphs are the first, followed by the Change of Plans, followed by the Absolute Cinema. I think so. I don't know if it's like, I'm pretty sure it's predetermined. It's good with Wisp because like the charge time is quite long with that. Yeah, I'm honestly pretty happy with that. They're not great for bossing, of course, but like when you have a lot of enemies, like Steel Pipe, I'm thinking like Steel Pipe missions, you can make a lot of those ghost things. Grab that, grab the shot. Let's get out of it.
Eyes have been torn out. Excellent work.
Yeah, I thought it was predetermined. Because if you go to the actual like Twitch drops page, it says like X amount of time you get one glyph, X amount of time you get, like it tells you which glyphs you get, so. We got a Tower Forge, guys. Beautiful. Anyone who said yes, congratulations, you get some points, sir. Thank you for having faith in me. I appreciate it. Alrighty, so Prime Target Cracker. We don't have enough clearly, but if I format That should be enough, right? Oh, wrong one. Yeah, that's enough. That's like all we need. I mean, obviously we'll form it again. But that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. He made 6 profit. Ballin'. And then what have we got? How do we upgrade? We have to do a solo mission? Yeah, solo mission. On punch through here, 10% critical chance. That's pretty good. So you want to do puncher, I'm guessing. Yeah, I feel like puncher is the way to go there. Projectile speed, maybe? Or reload speed? One of the two, maybe. It doesn't have much recoil. And accuracy is pretty good. Maybe projectile. And the last one, crit chance, crit damage. Crit status. I'm guessing status, yeah. Well, considering we've got, I think, 5 times crit damage. 15% status per projectile. Maybe go status. I don't know. What have you got, Ozzy? 7 seconds. Okay, so it's not that long. But when you have a loss of enemies, that can be pretty nice, especially with a lot of punch through. That's play around with that. And then the Raptor Ballistica doesn't have that effect. It has Blight, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, like a Blight effect. We'll have to do some solo missions, I think. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty bloody stoked with that. Then there was Destreezer, Stug, and what was the other one? It was like, not Obex. Is it Obex? No, it was, it might have been Obex. I know it was like a fist melee. Not Karudo. I must have activated it yet. I think it was Obex though. Blight, 25-meter Vire explosion, restores 25% energy, gives 10% move speed. Useful in certain circumstances. I feel like in an Archimedean mission, I would actually prefer the Raptor. But for general play, I think I prefer the Prime. Regardless, I've got both. I've got Incarnates of both, so I can activate the Incarnate for both. And then obviously once it's upgraded, it'll be fully upgraded, so. For the second one, it's more what you put on the Excellence slot. You got the arrow sip, so you don't have to add it. Okay. Yeah, I think that's kind of one where it's kind of like, yeah, whatever you want, really. End of the day. Like, I don't really find recoil to be annoying anyway. Or accuracy. Reload speed. Yeah, whatever's in the Excellence, I think that makes sense. You'll be alright there. We'll play around with it some more. We'll unlock the Excellence when we get enough things for it. What did you have in yours again? Sorry, it was Lethal Momentum. We'll have to do this as well. Hang on. Do you have enough to... As a reform with the dual talks, I'm not doing that. Yeah, it's not really an accuracy recoil weapon, is it? It's pretty accurate and not much recoil. We'll work on the Vectus later, I think. But I'm pretty happy with that. Take the Cedo. Alright, well, it looks like we're doing some Relic Kraken, I think. Some Relic Kraken. Very cool. We have a Stynax, a Citrine, a Dante. I would like to level up my Stynax Prime, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Instead, we need the last Aphentis piece. Which I don't have a relic for, it's a Q3. And a Furus. No, not Furus, Atherdite. Which I don't have any relics for, so I'm relying on my team, right? All my team, basically. But that's fine, it gives us a chance to play around with the Ballistica Prime a little bit. Level up, in fact. Nah, this is fine, we'll take the scissors. G'day Bob, welcome in. Hello, hello, hope you're well. We are not too shabby, thank you. Hope you're pretty good today as well. Alright, we got Caliban. The Caliban ones. I don't know how many void traces we have actually. Oh, we're like almost full. We're pretty close to full there.
Each enemy is more powerful than before.
Yeah, I'll run some solo missions when I'm off.
True mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
There are void
And then I'll get all the
features in
upgrades when I
area.
can.
Use these to crack open a relic.
But now we relic crack. Get ready for Barrett's Tenacon relay. That's happening in like a week. Get some shit leveled.
The Orican Neural Sentry is attempting
Happy
to
days.
purge you from
Hopefully
this
get some
place.
golds as well. Golds would be
Stand
good.
by for life support. Fisher, defend yourself
And then that'll take us through to
relics.
pretty much the end of the stream. Yeah, we're not going to have a long one tonight, of course. Like I said, it's already been an hour.
Only corrupted
So we've got another
entities
hour or so to go.
Keep fighting. Look for more reactant. Use that bypass at a console. Tenno, if you have a necromech.
Have like no ducats. And the idea is to get as many prime mods as I can
I see
during
clearly.
Tenacon relay.
Keep fighting. That's it. You opened the relic. Finish
Yeah, that's
your
some
mission
decent
and we'll
damage
take
of
a look.
target for hey. You definitely want to go multi-shot, I think, because the more enemies you hit, the more ghosties you spawn. And in a big group, that could be pretty cool. Yeah, I noticed that as well. They spoke about that on the dev stream, I'm pretty sure, didn't they? And I know they buffed Jade Stars as well, because Jade Stars was kind of like really slow to recharge, right? Now it's a faster recharge, so it's much more usable. I saw that happen the other day. Yeah, right, okay. It's good to know. Still got to farm him, of course. Got to farm a couple for the old subsumin as well. We'll get it eventually. Eventually. There's a lot of them here. That's a lot of allies. That is a significant amount of allies. Wowzer. Cool. Don't mind that. It was one of those weapons I just kind of like wrote off as well, so I'm glad to be kind of proven wrong for a gun that I've, you know, never looked twice at really. What I want to know actually, because I haven't checked it out, if you subsume Sirius and Orion, do you get both of their abilities on the
Will soon attack.
element, or is it just one that you get? I would assume it's both.
The sentient has detected you. Fighters incoming.
So you'd have to farm like 3 of them, I'm guessing. But it might be that if you subsume, you get both. Okay, cool. I was gonna say it might be like whatever like the primary rubber is you get the subsume for, but no, that's good. I'm happy about that. I thought that would be the case. It would be a bit unfair to put you like through them.
Thank you for the help, Tenno. You've cleared a path for me.
So, do the spectral allies do much damage? Is what I want to know.
The longer you hold out, the deeper
Like,
I can search.
obviously, we make the ghosts and stuff there. Do they?
Extraction
It doesn't
is
seem
ready.
like they hit very hard. Like, it's nice. It doesn't seem like they hit too hard. I could be wrong there. Someone can correct me. Oh, offensive, nice. A nice goal to start us off tonight. Beautiful. I know Stradivar's also vaulted, but I'll take the Duckers today, I think. Let's take a few more of these, I think. We'll just upgrade this relic, because why not? They could be. I never used the sign word similar properly, so
Hiding
it could be
blue
very
light
similar.
will
They're called like
resist the
spectral
ungodly.
allies.
I fear we are
So if it
seeking
works the same
consequences
way-
at risk now. Destroy these void-stained enemies.
Yeah, Helio gets where you. I just kind of want to see how much damage they do. They last for 7 seconds.
You have collected enough
And that
reactants
can't
to
be
open your
changed.
relic.
Reload's already pretty fast in this too. And projectile speed is also quite fast. Like, it's almost instant. We'll recreate an enemy for 30 seconds, okay. Yeah, it might be a similar mechanic. It does feel very good when you have a big group though. I do want to see how much damage one does. Like, maybe that's a simulacrum might not work, will it? Let's have a look. So we convert there. It's not amazing. It's definitely not amazing, but it does draw aggro, I'm pretty sure, which is nice. So if anything, like, don't use it as a tool to get more damage as much. But if you're doing like an interception, it might be a good tool for drawing aggro. Like, they are... they're shooting him? Or maybe it helps to spread statuses, if anything. Like, i.e. on this says, it looks like there's electricity. I don't know if that's just me with my wisp modes, but they're getting pretty stunned, so... I don't mind it though, I'm pretty happy with it. I'll definitely use this. Definitely want the punch through though. Good Science Star. The issue is I always shoot my allies whenever I had it. Like, when I play as Necros, I always shoot my own shadows. And I'm probably going to do the same thing with the Ballistica as well, so... Yeah, looks like they draw some aggro. Which is handy. Not so much a Wisp, but... You're playing a squishy kind of frame. Like, let's say you're playing, I don't know, Site 09, where, you know, you don't have your evade available. You can kind of shoot enemies through walls, spawn thingies. I guess that would draw the aggro, right? Pretty decent. 2 formers. A Ventus Prime handle is what we need, though. That's the last piece we need. Cool, we'll take that. I know it's a bronze, but I'll take it. Cool, lovely. And then I don't think I have any Aphrodite stuff, so let's just upgrade and take this, I guess. Happy with that. Very happy with that.
Signatures, but outside the collective, they are
Thank you
draining
for
the
sharing your build, Aussie.
fast. Eliminate them quickly.
Also, it doesn't really need accuracy. You can just kind of like
Scanning for targets.
shoot at the ground, sort of thing. Like,
They know you're here. Prepare for sentient fighters.
okay, well that didn't work, but you can kind of like shoot it near and it'll just do like a cluster damage. It's cool.
The relic has been
Yeah,
hacked
shortlist.
open.
Okay, cool.
Finish your mission to find out what's
So they'll
inside.
draw aggro for a little bit. They'll do like a bit of damage. I'm guessing they'll spread some kind of status as well, potentially. It might be handy in arbitrations as well, actually. Like, considering how easily you can spawn them, like this could be a good arbitration weapon. You know, take aggro away from the main arbitration target that you're trying to defense in particular. This could be like a replacement for the dual toxicist even. The dual toxica, my bad. On my RV build. Maybe I have to mod it for radiation, but still. I wonder what happened if you converted an arbitration drone. That's the question, really. If I convert an arbitration drone, does it give me and all my allies invulnerability? If they die a second time, do they drop more Vitus Essence? That's going to be a test, I think. I would say probably not. I would say it might not even convert an arbitration drone. In the same way it probably wouldn't convert a boss if he killed something with this Ballistica as well. But it could definitely be a good RB weapon, for sure. Even without those perks. Just be a sheer amount of like CC you can kind of do, and extra allies that will be handy. Yeah. It makes sense why they would be doing damage. What is that? Explanation. How you doing there? Welcome in. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Shackled him. Yeah, third place. Huge third place, actually. I'm honestly... firstly, I'm stoked. Secondly, I'm surprised. I didn't think that... With my lack of knowledge in the game, I honestly think that we would have, like... I would have been happy to make top 8. So making top 8 would have been great. I was expecting to finish, like, not even in the top 8. just given my knowledge. I know I had complete faith in the team, don't get me wrong. But I thought I would have let our team down a lot. But we were actually pretty competitive for the most part. So yeah, I was very, very happy to make 3rd place with the team. Yeah, huge, obviously, kudos to them, and big ups to the USA team who were just on another level, basically, when we played against them. But yeah, I'm stoked. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll definitely play some more rivals as well in the coming days. Did someone seriously try to drive down the road? Yes. It happened today. We were driving and Akari said someone tried to drive on the Autobahn. We had a whole year where no one drove. Okay, so this is actually a regular occurrence. I don't know if you guys don't know this. Anyone who doesn't live in Adelaide may not know, but the Autobahn is like a track. It's basically like a train track, but also like it doesn't work for trains. It works for buses. It's like a guided busway. So public transport, the bus goes on it. It can like has like these little rails and it goes on and it converts from like a bus to like a train, basically. Really, really like good for like going fast, but also getting from like point A to point B, basically, without having to require a train that's stuck to its own tracks. And every now and then some dickhead tries to drive on it, and it's usually interstate drivers. It's usually Victorian drivers. Sorry, Victorians, but usually people with Victorian plates drive on the Autobahn. And whenever a car goes on the Autobahn, it crashes usually. The sump gets removed from the car, and then it just like stops working. So, yeah. Anyway, it happened today. A car drove on the Autobahn today, and like whenever it gets driven on, the entire Autobahn gets shut down. So yeah, that happened. Again, we had a whole year where it didn't happen. A whole year. And then, lo and behold, it happened today. So yeah, if you're coming over from Victoria in particular, but also anywhere interstate, please don't drive on the Autobahn. You will disrupt traffic for the entire day for everyone who requires the Autobahn to get to and from the city.
Tenno, the Void has summoned a new presence.
Sucks for them.
Craves our life support. Destroy these manifestations.
So yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. You'll become a laughing stock. You'll genuinely become a laughing stock, and you don't want to be a laughing stock. It happens so frequently, we have a tracker. We literally have an Autobahn tracker that tracks every day. It's like, you know, like, it's like the Simpsons intro where it's like 2 days without an incident, or like 1 day without an incident. It's like the same thing. Like 13 days without someone driving on the Autobahn, and then it gets reset because someone drives on the fucking Autobahn. And it's just, yeah, it's a state pride thing. I don't think people from South Australia drive on it. I genuinely just think it's interstate people.
Oculists, if they scan you, sentient fighters won't be far behind.
If you really want to drive on the Autobahn, I'm pretty sure there's like a practice track. Like a testing track somewhere.
The sentient is onto you.
Which you could probably drive on and get away with. Yeah, don't do it. Don't drive on the Autobahn. You'll annoy like an eighth of the population of SA, basically. You become the laughing stock. I will say it is quite funny when it happens. Like, it doesn't affect me, but it's quite funny when it happens when like something getting late to work and shit. And it's always like on the news and whatnot. Yeah, it is the same as that bridge that's like 1.8 meters tall or something like that. That like fucks up trucks. I know exactly which bridge you're talking about there, Bob. It's like 1.4. It's like really, really like small height, right? And a lot of truck drivers, they underestimate it. They're like, oh, I can fit through this. And they just like get their top taken off. This is more disruptive. This is more disruptive because there's not really an easy way around it. Especially because like people rely on public transport and it shuts down all the public transport routes for like the entire day while they remove it. At least with that you can just go on the next road over. But, yeah. And then is it like the M4 tunnel, the M6 tunnel as well in Sydney? Like it's really really small, and like trucks always go on it, and they get stuck in the tunnel, and then it just it's less disruptive than the M4 tunnel. Or it's M2. I don't know. City might know. I think it's a tunnel that goes from like the airport to Western Sydney. It's not as disruptive as that because if you're in the tunnel, if you're like halfway in the tunnel, you're fucked. At least with the O-Bahn, like they can divert bus routes around. It might take an extra half an hour, but like you're stuck in the tunnel and someone gets fucked in there. Like, yeah, see you later. That's knowing how bad Sydney traffic is. So it's the equivalent of that. I don't know if there's a Brisbane equivalent. I don't know if there's like a Perth equivalent. Installed a clever trick which stopped that, which was... I know it happened when I was in Sydney once. Yeah, okay. Does it still happen though? Surely it still happens, right? Like people just be so oblivious to it, they'll just fucking drive through and shit. Okay. But surely it still happens. Surely. So we kind of can't do that with the O-Bahn. Like when you go from the city, there's like a whole like section. There's like runoff modes as well. Once you go on, there's like one chance you can get off of it. And like the amount of times I've been driving past and I've been tempted to go on it, just for the memes. I haven't, but been tempted to. Does it still happen though? Is what I'm asking. Has it still happened since that's been installed, or has that completely stopped it? You did hear O-Bahn. Welcome in, Galen. We're talking about how a car drove on the O-Bahn today and how I am humbly requesting that if you come from Victoria or any other state for AvCon this weekend, do not drive on the O-Bahn. There is a lot of people you will annoy. And it's bound to fucking happen because it happened today. It's like a national, like, state pride thing. Whenever someone drives on the O-Bahn, like, everyone fucking knows about it. Doesn't matter where you're from. It was like, fuck, not again. Not again. Yeah, it happened today. That's why I posted a tweet about it. I was like, if you come from Victoria or interstate for AvCon, do not drive on the O-Bahn. Like, PSA, survival tip #1. Isn't that the app car this year? No, it's actually the first car this year. We haven't had a single car on the O-Bahn for at least 365 days. Yep, we actually had a very, very good record, and then it got broken today, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending how you view it. It's quite funny. O-Bahn sounds like the thing in Germany, the drivers faster you like road. It's kind of like, so you're thinking of the Autobahn, right? O-Bahn is from Germany. It's, there's 2 cities in the world with O-Bahn. I think one's Essen in Germany, and the other one is Adelaide in Australia. And honestly, it's really smart. Like, it uses an existing area that's not, you can't put a road there or anything. It's like a, I think it's the linear trail or something, I can't remember the name of it. But it utilizes like a natural sort of reservoir. And only buses can go on this, but like, it's not like a train, right? You know, you have a train, like, there's one station, or not one station, there's multiple stations but on one track, right? And then the track splits off to where you need to go. But like, you can only go on that train that you need to, right? The O-Bahn is basically like all the buses, right? They go to wherever they need to go, and buses obviously are more nimble than trains. They can go on the road, they can go wherever they like certain roads they go on basically. But like they use the O-Bahn to get from the point A to point B really, really fast. So instead of being stuck in traffic, it's just like a busway that funnels everything into one lane, and then it like goes really fast, and they funnel out again. It's really smart. Yeah, it's express busway. So it has the benefits of a train, but the flexibility of a bus. Which honestly, in my books, is a pretty good thing. Every city has their own wackiness. Yeah, Melbourne's got hook turns. We have one-way streets here as well, but it's not as frequent. And I know Melbourne's got one-way streets as well. But we used to have something in Adelaide, the Southern Expressway. Is it Southern Expressway? The highway that goes from Darlington all the way down to Victor Harbour.
They know you're here.
It used to be one way. And what they would do at certain times of the day is they would close off the entire highway and reverse traffic. So it was like one way for like 3 hours, and then it would close like an hour, and then it would turn back and go the other way for like 3 hours. So you could only drive on it at certain times, right? If you were outside those times, you'd have to take the longer road, which takes like an extra hour onto your journey. But yeah, it's like the one-way expressway, which is the stupidest thing ever. Obviously, it was done to cut costs and stuff, but it was so stupid. So if you're from Victor Harbour and you're trying to get to Adelaide or vice versa, you can only go on it during certain times, which is yeah, ridiculous. Anyway, they fixed that like a decade ago. They added a second lane, so now it's open 24/7. Yeah, but the fact they used to close it off for a certain amount of times is stupid. Yeah, no, Oban isn't a stupid thing. Oban is awesome. It's something that a lot of South Australians would be proud of, even if you don't use it like me. It's a proud thing. The expressway though? No. And yeah, hook turns are kind of... I understand why they're hook turns, but it's still a bit stupid. Just the way the city was designed, I guess. Adelaide's actually a really well-planned city. Better planned than Melbourne in my books. Like, everyone talks about how Melbourne's like a grid, Melbourne's like a really good planned city. Like, it still sprawls out. When you go to the suburbs, it sprawls the fuck out, right? Adelaide is super well-planned. Like, yeah, there's still some traffic and whatnot. But, like, it's honestly probably the best planned city in Australia. Like, Perth just, like, is north to south. Like, it's just so long to get from point A to point B. Sydney and Brisbane are just sprawled. Like, and that's understandable because they kind of developed as... like, colonies just went out from there. Like, you know, you never expect how big it to get, right? But Adelaide is a very well-planned city. Very, very well-planned. It's so easy to get around. And there's so much greenery as well. Like, the way Adelaide's built incorporates the natural greenery around the city. There's literally a ring of parklands around the city. The whole of Adelaide is encapsulated within green, which is really cool. You can't really say that for Melbourne. I know they're obviously on the Yarra. We have the Torrens here. Torrens is probably not as good as the Yarra, probably. But, you know, Yarra's not a great river anyway. But, yeah, it's... honestly, for those of you who have never been to Adelaide, you'd be surprised how well it is. Like, unfortunately, it's missing a few things. I think we have like the Adelaide Entertainment Centre, which is a fine venue, but we don't really have like too much of a world-class venue. I would say I don't think Entertainment Centre is world-class. It'd be good to have like a world-class centre for like the arts. I think would be good, considering we are a city that is like excellence in the arts. There's not too much places for us to be held. Aphrodite, Prime, Blueprint, we do have one of them, I think. Yeah, one owned. I'll take the Bronco barrel. It's 45 ducats. A little bit, yeah. More like blips, I find. Particularly like 2 weeks ago.
These manifestations
I noticed that like
in neural century.
it's mainly during the night.
They are drawing from your life support.
And for our internet as well. Like the power was fine, the internet would be dropping out. But yeah, like you'd go downstairs and like the microwave would be reset and stuff. That was happening a bit. I think that's probably due to the weather we've been having. There has been pretty bad weather for the past few weeks. So I would attest it to that. And because the area we live in is pretty prone to bad weather. Like, you'll notice, like, if we have bad weather, our internet's fucked. And I always say, like, hey, like, yeah, can't stream tonight, internet's fucked. We do notice it a bit here. Yeah, right, okay. We haven't had anything too major.
Your relic is open.
But definitely blips I've been noticing. Sometimes during the day as well, like, I'll be, like, the Google Home will just reset and it's like, oh, okay. So it happens. But, you know, I haven't had too many, like, big blocks. Also, like, something else to be proud about is, like, Adelaide's food culture. We have a really good food culture in Adelaide. Not that I'm a big foodie or anything, but everyone talks about, you know, Melbourne's the coffee capital of Australia. I think Adelaide's probably the food capital of Australia. In all honesty, we are getting the Michelin guide. So South Australia's going to get a Michelin star rating soon, which is really cool as well. I think that's going to be awesome. For, like, people visiting the state and people wanting to find, like, you know, gems in their own backyard for fine dining, which is really cool. But also, like things like Tasting Australia and whatnot, we have that here. Some bloody good restaurants. Seafood restaurants in particular are pretty good too.
Oculists, if they scan you, sentient fighters won't be far behind. The sentient is onto you. Look out for troopers.
Oh, right. She's been playing Champions, I'm guessing, yeah? Yeah, it happens. It happens, unfortunately. Well, it still is our major port of commerce, if you think about it. For incoming stuff, anyway. Outgoing stuff, I mean, like, Port Lincoln is obviously a big exporter of minerals and materials and whatnot. But yeah, importing, definitely, Port Adelaide is where a lot of stuff does come in. Still is, to this day. That's okay. We have 130,000 fucking Overguard. I don't even know who we got on our team. Well, I'm pressing F1 because I've been playing too much bloody Marvel Rivals. What have we got? Synax and Dante. That's pretty good for the Overguard, I guess. I know it's obviously like the Michelin star rating is an idea to get you to use your tires more, but that's its original purpose. I still think that it highlights a lot of like the best fine dining. Basically, it has, like, its purpose isn't like obviously its purpose is, yeah, the original purpose was to get people to wear down the tires to buy more tires. But I think it's still very much in its own right a reputable guide. Like, it's not that it's a scam or anything, but it still showcases some really, really good places. Like, it's not completely scamming and saying, yeah, drive, drive, drive. It's saying, like, this is a good place to drive to and visit. How you doing, Ox? Welcome in. G'day, g'day. Thank you. I appreciate it, mate. It's good to see you. I hope you're well as well. Hope your work day's going mighty fine. Yeah, Lincoln was minerals like iron and stuff, and like stuff that import for steel, because obviously like YLO as well, like steel works into. For Daya. That's fine. Take that.
Void manifestations.
Hope it's not no
drawn to
really.
This cursed place of stolen lives. They will drain your life support unless they are destroyed.
It was basically like when they first came up with, so the Michelin tire company was like, hey, let's make people drive more, so then they use up more of the tires, and then they buy more tires. And the idea of that was to like make a restaurant guide for people to travel to, like for I think the country, I think it started in France. That's why there's also a lot of Michelin star restaurants in France, because they've had the guide for the longest, basically. So yeah, it wasn't really like the most detailed maps, I think, but it was kind of a way for restaurant reviewers to say, hey, this is actually like a place worth driving for, basically. Like, well worth the visit. I've got so many facts, bro. I'm like general knowledge king. Yeah. Well, the South Australian government, I know, has paid a fair bit for the Michelin Guide to come to SA. To create a guide for South Australia. And that's not even guaranteed to have like a actual star. I remember watching a Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares episode where there was a Michelin star restaurant that was like fucked. Like it was like not doing very good at all. It had like no customers. It was like losing money at risk of losing a star. That was a weird one. I don't know what happened on it, but I just remember there being a Michelin star restaurant that was fucked. You think like, yeah, they've got a star. You think it'd be pretty decent, but it may have been because they're recommended by people making the maps. I mean, at the end of the day, they had food reviewers making those maps, so it makes sense. But yeah, it's definitely evolved into, in my opinion, a very good publicity stunt for certain restaurants that get recommended. But still, like, a good guide for people who are looking for places to go to for fine dining. I think there's, back in the day when it was created, there weren't things like, Yelp, for example, or even like, Google reviews, so a lot of the stuff was word of mouth, really. Like, there were some guys, but nothing like huge. I don't know if it has as much impact now. Like, I think it's more of a marketing thing than an actual impact thing, because there's still a lot of great restaurants that just don't have stars. But yeah, like, everyone knows what it is, basically, every day.
Sentient scouts. If they detect
Anyway.
you, fighters will soon attack.
That's something that's coming soon, and that'll be, yeah, in my opinion, pretty good for the state. Don't know how much it costs, but... You think influence has more power? Yeah. Well, there wasn't really influence back in the day. It was kind of, just like word of mouth sort of thing, so... for its purpose when they were first created, absolutely. But nowadays, it's definitely more marketing than anything. But marketing is not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. Marketing is still a good thing. But to be able to say this is a Michelin star restaurant, like, you can usually guarantee it's pretty good. You'd be pretty safe dining there as someone who's looking to go and eat some food. Yeah, definitely expensive. It's not for your everyday restaurants. Like, it's for fine dining only, basically. So the food's going to be expensive, for sure. Like, your everyday pub's not going to have it. It's always going to be like a specialty fine dining kind of thing. Anyone can be a candidate. I mean, any fine dining institute can be a candidate, but whether or not actually awarded it, different story. Literally, no, I just need a lizard to say what they want for dinner. The amount of times I'm like, Akari, what do you want for dinner? She's like, oh, I don't mind, it's up to you. And then I suggest something, she's like, I don't want that. For fuck's sake. Like, usually she's pretty content with like Hungry Jack, so Hungry Jack's a good burger. She's happy with that. Or like if I cook something, I'll be like, yeah, let's do like butter chicken. But, yeah, cool, let's do that. But other times it's like, hey, you want to do this? And she's like, nah, let's go hungry. I don't want you to go hungry. I want you to eat something. They were good ice creams. Don't know if I like the custard bits, to be honest. The custard is a bit, how you doing? The ice creams are pretty good. Unsure if they're gonna get out of here or not. No, they're gonna stay.
These manifestations must not be allowed a foothold on Lua. Life support is at risk. Destroy them.
But it was in Little Berg Street, was it? I can't remember. I know where it is. In particular, I like there's I think there's a place in Melbourne Central called like Harajuku Crepes, I think it's called, Harajuku Crepes. That's really cool. I'd like to go there. Yeah, I know it was in Chinatown. Hey then, Sister Sai, welcome in. G'day, g'day. That's okay. Always happy to welcome you back. Hope you're well today. We have a lot of people that come through here, so yeah. You'd be right, but if you jog my memory, I might remember it. Or if I read the chat history. But no, I hope you're well today. It's good to see you. Good to see everyone. Unfortunately, this time I don't have as much time in Melbourne. We're only going to be there literally for like, I think we're flying out early. Whereas last time we were there for like a whole week, right? This time we're going to be flying in just before it starts. We're flying out just after, so we're not really going to have much time to really do anything. Try and get as much as we can done, of course, but definitely not as much like flexibility as we had earlier in the year. Last year, I should say. Which is a shame, because I know Annie, I think Annie, is going to be coming over from the UK to go to... Yeah, I think it's Annie. I think Annie is. Let's go to PAX. I think Annie's from the UK. But yeah, definitely not going to have as much like downtime. It's going to be literally like get in, go to PAX, fly home. Like it's just, I'm going to be knackered next week. You want a balloon? Ah, okay, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, hello, hello, welcome to you. Looney Glads, you'll love to see it. Yeah, I don't, even though I'm technically Vanguard for, Tempest, I don't involve myself in anything that happens with Glads. I leave that to, Akari, I leave that to the missus. I don't know if she'd want me involved, actually, to be honest. I'll just let her do her thing, and she's happy with that. What was that? Oh, someone's gone. Thank you, I appreciate that, Galen. Obviously, we're not going to be at TennoCon. I would love to go to TennoCon. TennoCon will be awesome. One day we'll go eventually. If we ever invited to the Warframe Content Creator Program, I think we'll make an effort to get to TennoCon. That'd be really cool. But yeah, we have a front page booked in for TennoCon, at least I do. So during TennoCon Sunday, we'll be appearing on the Twitch front page, which will probably bring in a lot of people. Hopefully, anyway. I'm excited for it. I haven't made a full announcement for it yet, because we're going to probably make an announcement after AdCon. Otherwise, it's too long between announcing and not actually doing it, basically. It should be exciting, should be good. I'm also a big fan of the changing playing groups. I think that's my favourite out of the 3 new. There's a few other ones that are coming out, I think, next week as well. I can't remember what they are, but I know one of them's quite good. And then I'll be, Akari and I will both be doing some front page stuff. She'll be obviously appearing on our stream for front page, so get keen. You think you have a good chance after the shower former? Hopefully. I mean, look, we showed the shower former to DE actually. They literally saw, even before we showed it. Okay, here's the thing. We obviously went to Tenno VIP back in February, at the start of the year. We posted the shower former, I think it was in January. When we were at Tenno VIP, they were like, oh my god. Like, I think it was, Danny was like, oh my god, is that the shower former? Like the one that we saw on TikTok and stuff. Apparently everyone in the office saw it, right? So it was like a pretty well saw thing. Since then, they have invited people to the program, the creator program. Obviously, we weren't invited. I think there was only like 2 streamers that were invited to the program in that wave. But they definitely know, they're aware of who we are. So that's a good thing, I guess. I guess we just got to do our best, and hopefully they choose to bring us in. But yeah, she's been trying for like 5 years now. I've been trying for 2 years, and we still haven't been really invited. We'll see how we go anyway. Still glads? Still do be the glad. Hey, glads is lovely. I'm honestly like, some part of me wants to do more in glads because I'm literally just like, you know, I'm chilling, I'm doing my thing, but I don't want to step on Akari's toes. I'll just leave it all to her. She does it all. It's her baby.
These manifestations.
Oh, the chat Intrati. Yeah, the Intrati one actually. The dump it Intrati. That's the one I like as well. They're both very funny. One of my favorite memes. He bought. Dumped it. Well, congratulations on making VG for Luna as well, by the way. We'd love to see that. Good work. Get back here. One Neurops and main away from Stynex. Nice, very cool. Bit shaky about the Aphrodite Offenders. Yeah, I've just got enough for the Offenders myself, actually. We just got the handle today. Yeah, we needed the bronze the last piece, and we've cracked so many bronze relics, so we kept on getting golds. But I need to get the Aphrodite, so I think I need one more part for the Aphrodite, which I don't have the relics for. They're very nice. I actually still haven't even leveled up my Stynex Prime. I literally haven't been on Warframe over the past week. We were so busy with Marvel Rivals playing in the $300,000 Creator Cup, which we just, yeah. When a tournament has $300,000 on the line, you kind of got to knuckle down and learn that game, basically. So we're a bit behind this week, and we haven't even got like Sirius and Orion yet. We're very behind. But end of the day, there's no rush on getting him. You'll eventually get him. Hope you're well, by the way, Frost. Makes sense to be honest, but don't be a stranger. I should pop in. I'm not in the main server. Like, no, I'm in the main server. So I'm not in the staff server. But I do see what's going on there. Sometimes I'm in Akari's room, and she's like doing stuff in the staff stuff. So like I hear from her. Like she tells me, she's like, "Oh, this happened in Glads today. This happened in Glads." So like I know what's going on, but I just don't involve myself with it too much. I should pop my head in the main server every now and then, though. I know a lot of people. It's a very, very active community. Should definitely involve myself more, I think. Welcome in, King of Hell. Hello, hello to you. Hope you're well today. over on the YouTube. Oop. I actually don't think I have the regular Aphrodite in a second. I believe I still need to farm the regular version of that. Avengers is still good. I mean, like, it's good for buffing teams if you're doing things like arbitrations in particular. If you're doing like an arbitration defense thing and you need to give your team like a reload buff or something, it's really, really handy. Not as like a primary weapon, just for literally like throwing it down and making sure your team has a buff. But there's not too many situations where I feel like you need the buffs other than like meta arbitrations, unfortunately. Because most of the activities on there are pretty fun, like pretty easy as well. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of like, it's a great weapon and it's a great buffing tool, but it definitely goes like underutilized if I'm not mistaken. 150k Overguard, there's a lot, isn't it? Obviously we're in a Relic Crack Void Fisher, but we have a Dante and we have a Stynax, and they're both doing an absolute ton of Overguard, as you can see there. I think it's because they get like the double strength or something like that from Kraken 10 relics that are just like, yeah, spam Overguard basically. So they're alright, I'm not mad at that. Not that I need it, I'm playing Wisp today, so yeah, we can literally just go ahead with no Overguard and be fine.
Those oculists are scanning for targets. Is onto you.
Kind
Look
of.
out for troopers.
I know that like Wisp's Sword. Okay, if he says like Wisp's Sword, yeah, that makes more sense to me. Of course. I've never really used the Aphrodite though. I've never actually like. I don't think I own the regular one, so. Anyway. Can I please suggest you a mid-game plat farm? I am not very good at plat farming for the most part because I don't farm plat. I actually just buy it like whenever I have the vouchers. However, I know a lot of people like doing just regular relic cracks, honestly. You know, going for certain parts, especially new parts when a new frame comes out, is usually a really good time to farm some plat. You could definitely do things if you like. Okay, I'll say it like this. Most ways to farm plat are doing tasks that people don't particularly like to do, okay? So things like Veilbreaker missions. If you're farming Archon mods, like Archon Stretch, for example, or maybe Archon Vitality, you can probably make some pretty good plat because people just simply don't like running the Carl missions, right? People are more than willing to pay for the money for the Carl mods, the Archon mods, because they just don't want to farm it around those missions. So pretty much any task that is tedious is what people do from like plat, I would imagine. Also, you could always do things like Void Cascades. If you have a mod drop boost in particular, you can farm for Arcanes and sell those Arcanes if you wanted to do that. Pretty good idea. But honestly, yeah, I don't really farm plat too much, so I'm really not the best person to answer that, unfortunately. King of Hell. Welcome in, Trends. Good to see you. It's been a while. How's things? You got the change of plans? Yeah, so the next one's going to be the Absolute Cinema, isn't it? Got it? Yeah, sorry if I can't help you as much. I don't farm plat, so, you know, might take my advice with a pinch of salt. But if you're happy to do the Carl missions, then you could probably make some decent plat, I think. I don't farm plat because I just don't have the time and, honestly, energy to sell it. Like, I don't want to spend all my days waiting for someone to give me an offer on market. That's a problem. I'll just buy it. But obviously that's a lot different for people. People don't want to spend money on the game sometimes. Yeah, I'm a streamer. I'm happy to spend money on it because, you know, it's what we do as a essentially as a job. So why not? But yeah, can I show my Zoros build? If you yeah, you're on YouTube, aren't you? I can show it afterwards. Obviously I can't while I'm in the middle of a mission. But if you're on Twitch, we're streaming on Twitch as well, there should be a WARFRAME Arsenal plugin that, like, if you hover over it, should show you what I have actually equipped. That you can literally go over and see, like, okay, these are the mods I have on my weapon. It's like a overlay. So that's probably going to be the best place to actually find my build if you want it right now. Otherwise, I can obviously show you once we're out of the mission, but not right now. Once we're done here, pretty much. Also, yeah, another way is actually making void rigs. people don't really like to make void rigs or bone widows in particular as well. So you could literally make void rigs or bone widows with the mining and farming and whatnot for them, fishing and stuff, and then sell them. And you could probably get some decent play from that as well, I would imagine. Like, I haven't looked into myself because I haven't done it. But I reckon that's a pretty decent way. Considering, like, people just don't like doing that. Wish they introduced offline trading, as in, like, doing it from, like a mobile app or something, you reckon that was? So welcome into you. Hello, hello. If you will. Yeah, or do you mean like more of like an auction house? I've been an advocate for this a bit, right? I think an auction house in Warframe would be an interesting addition. I don't know if I would have an auction house for the whole of Warframe, because that would fluctuate market prices quite a lot. However, I think a clan auction house, or maybe even an alliance auction house. Let's say you have an alliance with like, you know, a couple of thousand members. Everyone can access that auction house if you're in the alliance or if you're in the clan. I think that would be a really, really good idea. Honestly, it allows you to, you know, put something up for sale. Allows you to basically not have to be online to sell things. Even if there was like a tax that was taken by either the clan or by the, even just by DE themselves, like a way to sink platinum, people will still use that as a buying and selling method as opposed to like having to go on like a third-party website. Basically, I am a huge advocate for a alliance-based auction house. And then I would actually probably sell more of my stuff. At the moment, I just farm things for giveaways or buy plat. But if they actually had an auction house for your clan, or an auction house for your alliance, I think that would be really cool. And plus, there'll be then clans that like, it'll help clans grow a little bit, because people want to join a clan to be able to sell things and buy things and whatnot. A clan marketplace. Which gives more of an emphasis on clans in the game, which have been a little bit, as much as I would say, like neglected over the past couple of years, basically, since they kind of stopped doing leaderboard challenges and whatnot. So I think that would be good, personally. While we're talking about platinum, someone asked what's the best way to farm platinum as a medium level player. Which I am not the best person to answer that, because I don't farm platinum, but those are the places that I would do. Yeah, win-win for everyone, basically. We are doing a Steel Path Fisher. We're doing a Steel Path Void Fisher here. Bit of a relic crack. Yeah, well, that's why I said I'm probably not a good authority to speak on this trends, because I don't do any of the farming of the plat. I just buy my plat. I don't sell my items in the marketplace. I buy a few things every now and then if I need it, but for the most part, I've got everything, so I'm really pleased. But if I had to, that's what I would look to be doing. Like cascades, tile missions. You could merch if you want. You could always buy things for low on the marketplace and then sell them a bit higher, but obviously that takes a lot of time. You're sitting around waiting for someone to buy stuff, and yeah, if you can have time to invest, absolutely, like invest that time. But if you don't, yeah.
Scouts. If they detect you, fighters will soon attack.
Best way is honestly just like to work a real job and then use that money to buy plat. But yeah, I know why people don't like spending money in game.
They know you're here. Prepare for sentient fighters. It's as if the Void wants us to find this.
Alright, 50 minutes, oh, maybe more 10 more minutes, I'd say. Maybe 10 or so more minutes in the relic. Crack. Another Tatsu Prime Blade, I'll take that. It's pretty good. Yeah, IO farming is also pretty decent. Yeah, I forgot about that. You can literally just like IO farm and then buy vaulted relics and then like sell those relics, I'm pretty sure, right? Or like crack those relics and sell them. That's also a decent way. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of IO farming personally. Oh, they're leaving now. Okay, never mind. That might be it. Then we've been live for over 2 hours. So we might wrap up. but also like that's a luck-based thing. It's the same with ribbon rolling, right? Sometimes you're guaranteed. Sometimes you're going to get really, really good luck. Sometimes you're not going to get very good luck because it's all down to RNG.
That's it. You
Whereas
only
other
have
things,
to
if you have like
finish
more
your
control
mission
over it,
to
like let's
the left
say
side.
like car missions, for example, you have control over how much you can get per week, or even kind of cascading. Like you're usually guaranteed to get some kind of McCain's. That can be decent, but yeah. Obviously, the more volatile the method, the more likely you are to win big, but also sometimes you may not. Anyway, I don't really crack. I don't plat farm, so I'm not going to pretend to be an authority on that because I'm definitely not. Oh, there's a still essence. Grab that, get out of there, extract, and then I think we'll be on our way, because, yeah, 2 hours. A solid little 2-hour stream for us today. Nothing too much. We'll be back for some longer stuff on the weekend, and I would love to play some more Marvel Rivals. I know I've been mentioned this a few times today, but fuck me, I'd love to play some more Marvel Rivals. We had a really good time over the weekend. That's a lot of plat. I can be fucked to do that. I think with 100k plat, you'd basically be able to buy everything in the game. But yeah, I reckon that's us done. Spiders get the job done. Penny Parker. No, honestly, Rivals was so fun. I really enjoyed playing in the tournament. Like, what was it? Yeah, $300,000, and we ended up coming third. So we got like. Let me have a look at the prize pool. So we came third, which is $27,000. $27,000 divided by 6 is $4,500. In Australian dollars, about $6,500. So we got $6,500 for playing Rivals over the weekend, which is kind of nuts. Super stoked about our result, and absolutely want to get better at the game. So next time there's a tournament, we can jump on in. Yeah, love to see it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good of a payday. I mean, I didn't play it for the money. I played it for the love of the game, like just to try it out. But yeah, I'm stoked. I'm honestly stoked. I'm still on cloud 9 about the tournament. Obviously, you know what happened in the meantime was very distressing. It still was quite distressing. I'm still pretty upset about it. I know Akari is definitely upset about things still. But yeah, it was a very, very good, successful, fun stream. We had a lot of new players, new people coming in as well, and sharing some love around. But let's get out of it. Let's raid out. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it so much. We'll be live potentially tomorrow, but if not, we'll go for the weekend. How's that sound? If you're not in the Discord, let me drop a link. That's the best place to find us. If you want to find us when we go live, you'll get notified as well as just chat about pretty much anything. And yeah, just, WARFRAME, Rivals, Counter-Strike, Overwatch, you name it. We just chat there. Have a yap. GeoGuessr as well. We need to play some more GeoGuessr. It's been a while since we touched GeoGuessr. Hey, it's been like a few weeks. So we'll jump into some Geo sometime, maybe over the weekend if we get some chance. But yeah, definitely. And then next week we'll have probably quite a few streams, I'd imagine. I know Akari's going away, so we'll do a lot of solo stuff, which will be alright. Yeah. And then TennoCon. Oh, by the way, this weekend we're away as well. Not away, but like, we're busy. We're going to be at AVCon. If anyone's in Adelaide and AVCon, we'll be doing some pretty cool stuff over there. So, come on down, check us out, say good day. Bit of a meet and greet if you like. I'll even sign your bloody posters or anything if you want. I'll sign a business card for you if you like. At the showgrounds, Adelaide Showgrounds. So that's going to be happening then. Yeah. So if we're there, come and watch our panel that we're going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a taking part in a Overwatch panel, actually, an Overwatch panel. Hot takes, Overwatch hot takes, basically. So that's what we're doing. But yes, good night, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Much love.